I'm really hungry. But let's be real. I feel like every time I do a video, I'm really hungry, you know? I really gotta fix that. Sometimes you're in the mood for something just ooey, gooey, layered, and delicious, right? You don't wanna think about steamed chicken and steamed broccoli because, ugh. So I am hooking up a lasagna today, but not just any lasagna, an Instant Pot lasagna, because why not live on the edge and be reckless? Let's go. To get started, I'm going to chop and peel. To get started, I'm going to cut up my onion, and I'm just gonna use half of an onion today and 1 whole clove of garlic, but this clove of garlic is legit like 3 or 4 regular ones, so. No crying, no crying. Oh God. So this is what I'm going for. Oh God, my eyes. Jeez, these fumes are serious. Ooh. Oh, I can't even talk. Good Lord. Oh, the onion cutting life. Ooh. So I'm going in with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm gonna put my onion and garlic in here. Now it's time to go in with my ground pork. So I have 2 of these, and these are 1 pound each. So the ground pork is mostly done. It's mostly browned. So now I'm gonna go in with the seasoning. So this is, I'm just eyeballing this stuff. I'm not measuring, but I can tell you approximately what I'm doing. So because I couldn't find sausage, I am gonna go in with fennel, which is what gives it that really good sausage flavor. So I'll go in with maybe a couple of teaspoons. Then I have some Italian seasoning. So I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of that, like a heaped tablespoon. I have some dried parsley, so I'm going to, maybe I take this lid off and make my job a little faster. So that's about a heaped tablespoon as well. I have some red chili flakes or crushed red pepper. So I'm gonna go in with about a couple of teaspoons of that, some black pepper, and then I'm gonna go in with some pink Himalayan salt, and this will probably be about I'd say like a teaspoon and a half. So remember, with your seasonings, you can add, but you cannot take away, so be very careful. Look how pretty she is. You can see the crushed red pepper, the herbs in there. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. These mushrooms are absorbing some of the fat that's in the pan. So, you know, we're all good. We are all good, baby. And these are the tomatoes that I love using. And this is a 28-ounce can, so I'm just gonna put it in there ever so carefully and break up those tomatoes. So I'm gonna put the lid on this baby. I'm gonna turn it down and just let it simmer for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna hook up the cheese filling. It's going to be a 2-parter. There's going to be shredded mozzarella cheese, and there's going to be the layer that is usually done with like ricotta, but we're not doing ricotta today. We are doing some good old cottage cheese. I had to make sure I had cottage cheese because I was going to fall to pieces right now on the floor if I didn't. So to this cottage cheese, I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon and then the juice of the lemon. And that is really going to just give this cheese so much body. I mean, lemon, you know what I'm saying? Just lemon. So in with the zest of the lemon. And this is really gonna elevate the flavors of the meat sauce and I mean, just everything, just all the things, because lemon is life. So it's just the flesh, the yellow part, not the pith, which is the white part, because that doesn't taste very good. To this, I'm going to add some basil. So I'm gonna cut up some basil And I'm really just going to do like, is it a chiffonade? It's like the little, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Basil's going in there, okay? Basil. And if you don't have basil for this, you can use dried parsley, fresh parsley. You can use Italian seasoning, whatever you want. You can use just salt and pepper. I mean, you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna throw this in there as well. Basil, basil, basil. Hit it with some pink Himalayan salt, and I'm going like a couple of good pinches, and then some freshly ground black pepper. And I really need to add more peppercorns to this, but this is gonna do. So I'm gonna put a lid on this, put it in the fridge, and then I'm gonna get started on my mozzarella. So I definitely prefer to shred cheese myself. It tastes so much creamier and just better, really fresh, and the flavors are super crisp versus buying it already shredded. So, you know, do I always do that? Absolutely not. Make life easy on yourself, but this is the way to go, I'm telling you. You're gonna love it. So I'm just going to put this over a bowl, and I'm going to carefully do this so I don't shred my fingers in the process. I don't know how this is for you guys, but this is like therapeutic on my end. It's very calming. I'm gonna put a lid on this guy. I'm gonna put him in the refrigerator, and as soon as our meat sauce is done, we're gonna bring all of our ingredients together and put our layers into the springform pan, into the Instant Pot, and cook this deliciousness. So I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. But let's be real. I feel like every time I do a video, I'm really hungry, you know? I really gotta fix that. It's the next day because life, you know what I mean? I have my shredded mozzarella, cottage cheese with all things lemon, the springform pan, my no-boil lasagna noodles, and the meat sauce that sat in the fridge overnight and magically became even more delicious. I'm starting with meat sauce on the bottom of the pan, followed by pieces of lasagna noodles to cover as much real estate as possible. Topping that with the cottage cheese mixture, followed by more meat sauce, mozzarella, more noodles, and on we go. When I reach the top, I'm gonna stop at meat sauce, cover the lasagna with parchment and foil paper, stick it in the Instant Pot rack, and place it in the Instant Pot with a cup of water at the bottom because rules are rules. This is gonna pressure cook for 20 minutes, and when it's done, I'll add more cottage cheese and mozzarella on top. That little concoction is gonna go in the oven on broil for 5 minutes, and oh, the bubbles. Oh, the bubbles. She's done, and she's looking magical. She's cheesy, she's golden on top, and she is ready to be devoured. My nerves have definitely gotten the best of me, and I've waited 1 entire hour to take the springform off and cut into her because I'm scared. I am just scared. But look at her doing right by me and not falling apart. I love it. This lasagna has beautiful cheese stretch going on. Those layers are super pretty and popping, and the flavor is chef's kiss. Fortunately for me, I had enough meat sauce and cheese to make a second and smaller lasagna, and it was the mega highlight of our week. Like, my household was seriously so happy. Listen, make this little baby and tell your friends you're the mastermind behind this magic. I won't tell.